Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 20 of Toria's Cozy Toes. Happy New Year, because it's January the 1st today as I'm recording this. I'm Vicky, I'm a knitter and crocheter living in Derby in the United Kingdom. As I say, this is episode 20 of my podcast, and I thought I'd do something slightly different today. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. For those that are new, welcome. You're really pleased you've chosen to join us. As I say, normally I go through what I've finished, what I've been working on, what I've cast on, and stuff that's been incoming. I am going to briefly touch on some of that today, but what I've done, I thought, new year, new start. So you can see this Calyx unit here. I normally have 2 copies of that which are full of project bags. At the moment, that's empty. The project bags are all here. I will put a picture in of the actual pile because it's slightly more terrifying than I realised. And I thought what I'd do, some of them I know you've seen before, I've shown before, some of them I know I haven't, and some of them I know I've not looked at for 12 months. So I thought I'd go through, see what's in them, work out, is it something I like? Is it something I want to finish? Is it something I'm just going to frog, scrap, whatever? However, before I get into that, I'm going to talk about what I'm wearing a little bit. So this cardigan, this is actually knit in Drops Nepal, and I will admit the pale purple contrast here and here is not brilliant. I think I made it about 11 years ago. I think. I went, as I said, I think it was 11 years ago. I went on a trip to Iceland with some friends. While I was there, of course, it's Iceland, I went and looked at yarn. Of course I did. And I picked up pattern book number 18. Sorry, it's catching the light a little bit there. And this is number 38, I think. I picked up. I was looking at it a minute ago. I'm sure it's number 38 from in here. I'm going to show you the pictures of the items and not the pictures. So this is what they showed as is the cardigan. As you can see, I chose to go more with what they've done on the jumper and choose just a couple of contrast colours for this one. And as I say, this is not in Loppy. This is in Drops Nepal. Works brilliantly, absolutely fine. I did get Loppy. I did make 2 garments. I've done this zip up hoodie. And I also did, I can find it quickly, another jumper. Loppy. That one, but I did it in pinks. And hardly wear it. It's so warm. And it's also quite tight on the neck, which I don't love. I keep looking at it, wondering about whether I see if I can do something to make it more wearable. I haven't got any Loppy left. That's one of the sort of things that makes me question it. I also did, as I said, I did this one. I've got another one. Did a version of this in Drops Nepal as a cardigan. And there's another one I did for a friend in Drops Nepal. I think Drops Nepal works really well. This cardigan is one that I used to wear a lot. I still pull it out. It is quite warm. It is chunky yarn with alpaca in it. It's great. Today's quite chilly. Because it's New Year's Day, we've got a day off in the United Kingdom, which is why I thought I'd film this today. But it is a weekday, which means my heating's not on. So I normally work out of the house Monday to Friday, leave the home anywhere between 7:30 and, 7:15 and 8:15. Don't get home till about 4:30 normally. Therefore, my heat is programmed to not be on during the day because I'm not here. But obviously, yes, today I might need to put it on. But I'm trying to put some layers on and not. So let's get into the projects and what I've been working on since I last recorded. My first project I don't have here. I don't have anything to show you. But I'm just going to briefly touch on. I'm going to try and put a picture in here of the project finished. You may remember I'd used the Yarn Badger Glad Tidings yarn to make a pair of socks for my niece. I did then make an adult pair. Pretty much made them in 3 or 4 days. Partially because they were the pair I made on the way out to Germany. So a lot of time sitting in airports, sitting on planes, bit of time chilling in taxis, chilling in the hotel, sitting in cafes drinking coffee. And they were I did give them to my friend who I'd gone with. She has slightly bigger feet than me, but it's very, very knit worthy. Every time I give her stuff, it's worn. It is so worn. It's so loved and appreciated. There is at least one project in this pile that's supposed to be for her that's been on the needles for quite a long time. So yeah, so I gifted those straight away. Now, I don't know where to start on this pile. I really don't. I think I'm just going to have to pull things off. I know there's a couple more finished things. I'm just going to have to pull stuff off because, so I do have a notebook. And this is my notebook that I actually got once away, that I've set up for my 2026 notebook. So it tells me at the beginning what's in there. This page, which you can't really see, is what I thought I had on my needles, hooks. That's 8 projects. I think there's a lot more than 8 projects here. So I've either forgotten things, one, I've forgotten something, I was doing something, or 2, it's not in my brain space to do it. I will say, I do know that I have frogged something already. I frogged it just over a month ago and actually got rid of the yarn. It was donated to the Old Fogies Club. Sorry, I really shouldn't call it. That my mum goes to, where there are people there that knit. And that was the burrito blanket that I was doing in the Aldi yarn that I wasn't enjoying. Thought I'm never going to get it finished, so I just frogged it. It's gone. It's out my life. It's out my house. I felt a lot better for that. So, with more ado, I'm just going to have to pull off the project bag, aren't I? So let's have this one. This camper van project bag was purchased at Chris's Crafts, which is one of my local yarn shops. And let's have a delve inside. This actually, now this actually relates to the three balls of yarn that's left on the copy. I'll explain in a minute. So this has a project bag inside, which is this Winnie the Pooh one, which is from Jimmyroosews. So inside here are some hexagons and 3 20-gram minis. That's March, I think. I'm going to have to double check when I finish which boxes I've got left because I'm not sure. I think that's March. This is my Mousewitch's monthly mystery minis from last year. So you may remember, let's get out the project of the big bag, that I was making these crochet hexagons. Now I can show all of this now. This is half of it. So this is January, February and December, the winter seasons. That's one half. Let's turn it around and do the other half that way. So I was making these hexagons and joining them with the Yarn Smith's merino sock in this grey. That's what the 3 balls are. I bought 4 of this, knowing that I needed to make sure I had enough to do the whole thing in one dye lot. So yes, that's what's in this project bag. Is on my list already. Just double checking. So, am I continuing with this one? Yes. So this project bag, it's rustling because it's got a bit of plastic. So what I was doing was, when I finish a month, blocking the hexagons, make sure all the ends are sewn in, put them into a bag with a paste paper saying which month they are, and then obviously adding to it, once I had a complete 3-month season, joining them. Is that staying? Absolutely. It is actually going to stay as 2 separate project bags. The tools I'm using for this are, should be in here. Sorry, you can hear a bit of plastic. I'll show you that. Because I am actually using it with this project. Because I'm doing them in a specific order so they don't fade, I am using my little 20-gram yarn bowl. This was from, I want to say Yellow Door Yarns. It's linked to them. It was in their stand at Stafford. So that's the next hexie. I've not started that one. And I'm using my 3mm clover crochet hook. So yes, I've got 2 lots of the 5 done in there for that month. That kind of means there's 8 still sitting waiting to be crocheted up. Okay, That's a blanket. That's on the go. Definite. Right. One project down. Where to go next? I'm going to go with my finished items next because I think I can see them now. And these are two projects that link together. So you may remember I had the Spin and Bleather Deck the Halls with Bars So Jolly self-striping advent. That's empty. I finished my pair of socks, so here we go. So I just hold them like that. There were only 21 stripes on my socks. I got to the point I couldn't get any longer or they were going to be too big. Now, I have put a pattern on my socks. You can just see it there. What I did, this is the 20 gram mini. I actually had two of those. Bear in mind I had that 40 grams because that meant teeth this morning, meant that I could do what I wanted to do, which I'll show you in a minute, the next bit. So with the socks, I did a knit 3 slip one, did that for 2 rows, then knit a row, and just did that all the way down. I think there's 60 stitches on my socks. I think there might be 64, I can't remember now. I've done at least one more pair of socks since then, and in fact cast another pair on what Australia's doing. Yeah, I finished these before we went to Germany, which, yes, I know it meant I was a bit ahead, but I just wanted them finished before Christmas. And yes, I'm really, really pleased with these. Would I get this self-striping set again? Absolutely. I thought it was brilliant. The way it was presented, the way it was easy to use. Yeah, it was amazing. In fact, you could get 2 sets of the mini skeins because you probably could have got these, both heels and top cuffs out of one. I didn't try. I did the second cuff out of the second ball because I wasn't quite sure. Not second cuff, second heel. Absolutely love them. So we have a pair of socks. This pair of socks is for me. It's one of very few that I've done for me last year. But they are finished. They are done. They don't need to go on my whip list because they're complete. But that meant that I had, having used 21 stripes, quite a bit of yarn left, especially as having both the minis as well. So what did I do? I'm just going to put those somewhere different so they're not quite. Now I'm kind of counting this as finished in 2025. It's not quite, and I'll show you why in a minute. Actually, I want that needle in a bit. Something else. Not on this pair. I then made a pair of these. So these, okay, I made some fingerless gloves. So this is where the sock finished, and I just went all the way up. I have used the contrast completely for the thumb and at the top and bottom. And so I say, if I didn't have it, the 40 grams of mini skein, I wouldn't. That's still not the whole. That is still not the whole of the 50 gram skein of stock yarn. Oh no, the 50 gram skein of stock yarn, I then started from the inside and worked down. So this orange actually matches onto the pink. So it sort of went, as you can see, if I get the sock. Sorry, I'm leaning now towards you. I don't have to drop my leg, but you can see the orange and pink here. That's the sort of in between there. So I made myself a pair of fingerless mitts, which I love, with a really nice long thumb. Still open, so I can still use my thumb. Now, the reason I say these are not finished, this flaps. I need to just put something on to hold that back. And yes, I have got a pair. Sorry, it's catching my thumb now. I split it yesterday at work. Pair of fingerless mitts with mitten tops. Absolutely love them. And as I say, yes, I literally went, that was from the inside, so they match absolutely. These were finished. I finished knitting these. When did I finish knitting these now? I think I finished the first one before I went up to Mum's for Christmas. I sort of did it on my chill day between the two. I came back from Germany on Sunday night, got back here 9:30, and by the time my friend went, left it was 10. And then I had Monday at home, went off on the Tuesday. And once I knit the first one on Monday, finished the first one on Monday because it was just like blew off my needles. And then I finished the second one over Christmas. I'd certainly finished it Christmas Day, I think I finished the second one. So again, absolutely flew off the needles, loved making them. My nieces were a bit shocked it wasn't a sock for you. So what I've got, I have actually got, I'm just throwing them on the floor, some poppers. And I'm going to put some poppers on just to popper it down, because I think that'll be a little bit easier than buttons, because I struggle with a pair of buttons. And then I will have a pair of fingerless mitts. So I don't have them finished. They need a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, but they're finished, and they were finished in 2025. So they don't need to count. They've gone. Project bag's empty. Done. Well, it's not quite empty. There was a little bit of yarn there. I should have shown you. It was in there. I don't know if I can reach it now. Wait, it's going across the room. And when I say there's a little bit of yarn, that is what was left of my 140 grams. Less than 10 grams. So I achieved my goal of using all of that self-wrapping yarn personally. But anyway, really happy with that. So where are we going next? I know where I'm going to go next. I'm going to go for that one. Yes. Oh, this one's not on my list. Let's add it to my list. I know what it is, and I'm going to tell you. Now, this is the last project that I've not finished from my 2025 12 cast-ons. Yes, it is my 2025. And that is this very small little item. I'm showing you the wrong side there. No, that's the right side. You can just see it. Just see. Focus. Yes. Just about to put some colour in. Do I have a picture of this here? No, because that would be sensible. Do I? Let's see. So yes, this is. It's causing chaos. I'm causing chaos today. So it is on my Ravelry. Most of these are on my Ravelry, and I probably should have said that's linked down below. Let me find it. I know there is a picture on it because I put a picture somewhere. Yes. I don't want to download it. I don't want. I'll do it the other way. I'm just going to show you the front page of it on there. This is the Cloud Break by Melanie Berg. So you say, yes, this was one of my 12 cast-ons last year. Because I might need it. But instead of using that rainbow effect, I'm using this gradient cake from Pook Yarns with a view that the whole of the colour will gradient. Not very far on it. Completely forgot it was in there. So yes, is that coming into 2026? Yes. Do we have a goal to get on with it in 2026? Probably. So today I'm really just trying to talk about what is and isn't coming in with me, the year with me. I'm going to talk more about what my goals are going to be in my next episode, which will probably go up at the weekend. Because I know that that's what. So, next bag. This dragonfly one, this one. This one actually has had a bit of work since you last saw it. So since you last saw it, I put a little bit on. It's not one I love. It's my sock advent from 2024 from the Yarn Badger. Some of the colours are lovely, some are not so nice. I'm knitting the two 50-gram skeins together. So I've got the two there, doing one round of each. I'm just making a cow. It will go in my present box. It's not been a priority. Should I make it a priority? Possibly. Not quite sure. Yeah. As I say, it was off the needles at times this year. It's on my list. I'm going to take it into 2025, see how we go with it. It may or may not get worked on. Might do actually, because I kind of don't have a goal of doing a lot of socks next year or this year. Yeah. Let's put it in my pile. Right. Can't do that one till I find the rest of it. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what, I found the rest of it. So these two bags go together. And this Open this one, I've got some black. Needles. Some mitered squares. Yes, that's the right side. And lots and lots and lots of ends at the moment. So at the moment, this looks like this. Da-da-da. This is my mini a day blanket from cut with the Cuddle Bum yarns from 2025. Yeah, I'm still on the first one. Would I like to make some real progress with this year? Yes, I would. And again, sort of vague ideas of how I can do this, but anyway, what to say I will go more into at the end of my next video when I talk about my cast-ons for this year and how I want to reduce the number of projects. It's on my list. This big bag has all the rest of the black yarns in and has, can I put this there? You won't have seen this last lot. Yeah. Now these are coloured bags, I'm sorry, because they are being reused. And you can see that says December. So I have all the minis by month in here with a view that as I work through the months, I will use them up. So yes, this bag is coming into this year with me. But both of them are. Rid of them down there, that makes it a little bit easier. Makes the sofa look a bit better as well. What's next? Let's have these two, because these two link together. I know these two link together. Because this, my lovely West Knights redesigned Project 39 bag, I think it's 39. There's a label, it tells me it's somewhere. Has got my Pouf cardigan. Whether this has seen any work since you last saw it, I'm not sure. Where's my markers? No. I haven't worked on it since Asha talked about it last. This was a relatively recent cast on. It was my birthday cast on in November. It's the Pouf. It's a free pattern on the Hedgehog Fibres website. You do have to sign up for free to get access. And I'm using Perino, so the non-superwash yarn from Truly Hooked, in this variety of colours. There's all the yarns, or most of the yarns there. That's the 7 skeins I've picked out for the body. Just going to pop that back so I don't lose it. I think I've just started 3 on its own. The reason I picked up this bag to go with it is I haven't shown you this. This is the sort of pinky colour that I've got. I think I'm going to do my ribbing in. It depends how I go on this. If you don't need all 7 of this, I might use the bluey green or I might use pink. I'm not quite sure. But is that coming into next year with me? Absolutely. Would I like that finished fairly soon? I'm going to say yes, with the proviso that I know what's sitting over there. That might change things slightly. Let's have a swig of my coffee. Right. Bags here. Okay. So let's have my Alice in Wonderland bag. Again, if you've watched before, you'll have seen my Alice in Wonderland bag and you'll know what's in here. What's in here is in this. This is, that's the back. The front, and it's got 2 sleeves as well. I mean, come on, it's got 2 sleeves as well. This is my cabled hoodie. I really could get this finished quite quickly. One of the things that's put me off working on this was the markers. I have got some different markers to try, and then I need to work my hood out on it as well. Again, probably haven't seen any work since I last showed it to you. No. Or it might have seen a row. Whoop-de-doo. But again, do I want that one? Absolutely. So these are, we're coming to, there's a few more recent ones. We are coming to some of the older projects and also some of the newest project. So as I said, when I was in Germany, I'd finished that pair of socks. I couldn't sit for all the hours on the airport on the way back without something on my needles. So I started another pair of socks. These were on wooden needles though. I've transferred them to metal since I got back. This is the Why's my mind gone absolutely bad? And Knitco, that's it. Lisa from Ann Knitco's. Gallant. It's gallant. I found the Warbrand. And actually, the colourway for this sock I bought at Stafford, thinking it was more Christmassy. It looks quite Christmassy there, knitted up. It's actually more of a pink than a red. I'm on the foot. This is sock one. Since I've come back, it's been a bit sort of a, if I need a project. It's not one that I pick up necessarily all the time. It's not even been in my handbag. Yes. Is that on my list? No. So let's put that on my list, number 10. We're up to 10. We're up to 10. I'm normally someone who likes lots of projects on the go. My favourite blankets. I do find that when it gets a lot, I find it a lot. Yeah. Reduce this. I think one of my goals for this year is going to have to be to get less projects on my needles. Anyway. I've still got project bags. I have to say, I think at least one of these is one I'm not going to carry on. Or if I carry on, it's going to be a tiny bit. Okay, next. Shall we go for my fluffy Grinch project? I love my Grinch project bag. Isn't he amazing? Didn't really make the most use out of him at Christmas this year, I'll be honest. I really should make more use of my Grinch. What's in the Grinch? I think this is on my list, actually. I can see it on my list. Again, I've not really done anything since I showed you it. Yeah, because the star's the end of the increases. That's where I was. So it's the start of this Musselburgh hat in my Cuddle Bums purple rainbow. What she calls this one? Twilight Rainbow with bamboo. Am I carrying it on? Yes. Is it staying in the Grinch bag? Possibly not. I might kind of move it out of a Christmas bag into a normal bag. It is the sort of thing that I think this year will probably be more of my handbag projects, will be things like this. Okay. Where am I next? Now this one I know is on my list, and I know I've shown it to you recently, and I think I've made some progress since I showed it to you as well. Yes, I have. So this is the shawl hooded cardigan. So you can see I've put a few rows in since, no, that's a front top. Put a few rows in since I last showed you it. I am still on the shawl section. I'm on the last bits of the shawl section. Really screwed up. Partially because I'm using, these are 200-gram cakes, they're massive. So yes, you can see it there. So this is in a Christmas bag from Rosie's Moments. I love this bag, it's nice and deep. It's got the other cake in. I'm using the yarn, my Wool Genie. They're brilliant. It's just magnetic and it hangs and it makes my life so much easier. And I've been happier working on it since then. Is that coming with me? Yes. Would I like it finished? Yes. Has it got a bit of a deadline to it? If I want to get it done for the competition? Yeah. The end of February is the deadline on that. Right. I think I've got 6 bags still. 6 more projects. Have I talked about everything that's on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one on my list of 10 that I haven't talked to you about. So let's do that one, which I know is in here. And this is a rainbow taupe. I think it was from Tiger. This is the project that I'm working on for my friend. That I've been working on. This is one of my oldest projects. So this, goodness, corner. And it goes all the way along. This is the double bed size blanket that she wants. So yes, the grey is, I know it's a drop yarn. I don't think, let me just check. No, I haven't got a ball band in here. I've got some more over there in the cupboard. It's not in the tote. It's not in the Carlex. It's in the other cupboard. Oh, DPNs. I'm working in DPNs. That shows how long I've been. It is since I've worked on this. I was looking for this cozy. Daisy at Christmas. Okay, what I need to do, have a change round, change it from DPNs to, like I'm doing on mine, doing it on same size, but just connected needles because I think it'd be easier for me. Kind of, yes, she would like blanket while we were on holiday. They're slightly smaller squares than my mini a day blanket. So these remaining 5 project bags are not on my 10 projects. So where shall we start? Shall we start with my Hoodie? Love my Hoodie bag. It's in here. Oh, there isn't just stuff. This is my Tides cardigan. The right side, yes. So you can just see it's got this lace patterning on it. You see the lace patterning there. So actually I've done a fair bit of this since I last showed it to you when I started it in the summer. It's got a starfish. I've done that much. It's beautiful. It's this merino, mohair merino singles. So it's beautifully soft. Do I want the cardigan? Yes. I know why I stopped working on it. The yarn. I found the yarn really sticky in the summer. So actually it needs to be a winter project. Will it be a winter project this year? I don't want to say 100% because I know I was thinking on my needles. Is it a cardigan I want? Yes. Okay, so shall we put that on my list? It's 11 projects. I've got 4 more bags. Now, 2 of these bags, I know what's in this. Let's have the spotty one. And this links to my liquid shawl sort bag. And actually, what's in here is coming out. This contains various braids and spindles and more and more and more fluff. The reason I've not done a lot more with this, and this one's beautiful. This is stunning. I really want to work on them. Sorry, this is very crinkly, that one. That one, the rest of that one is actually in here. And I've spun a fair bit of it up actually as well, you can see. On my Turkish spindle. The reason I've stopped doing so much of that, and I'm going to put it all into one bag, it was actually hurts my shoulder. I tried to start spinning a bit more. And put it to that side. I've actually got an e-spinner. And I got it. I tried to set it up really quickly one evening, it didn't work, and I've put it away. So one of my goals for this year is to get my e-spinner out, learn to do it, and actually spin through some of that fluff, because there's some gorgeous stuff there. And that actually gets rid of 2 bags as well, because they're not active whips. They're not something I'm going to be working on. So let's go to my next bag, which is my pink Hoodie tote. This is beautiful. I have this peep back one. And what's in here? This is a project I don't think I'm carrying on with. kind of a shame. There's quite a bit of work in this. The idea was this was going to be a single bed blanket in crochet. Just using trebles in a wave pattern. Don't love it. As you can see, I started working this pink. I got halfway through the row. I haven't even finished a row. I don't love it. The idea was to use up scraps. It sat for over 12 months without being touched. I think we have to take time, say it's time. What I wanted to try, if I do that, it could be a short scarf. Because it's quite nice and thick. What I might do, okay, let me set myself the goal for today. Let's get that final row finished. Final row gives me 2 ends. Yeah, that final row finished. So the end, to attach the ends into the previous one, get it finished, and so at least if it's a scarf, even if it's a scarf that sits in my present box and nobody wants it, it's done. Right. We set the goal. It's going to be finished today. It's become a scarf. It's being finished today. That's it. Gone. Right. What's left on my sofa is 1 bag and 2 balls of water to talk about. That's it. So 1 bag. Goodness knows what is in this bag, because it's sat, it's moved, and I don't think I've ever really looked at it. Got a clover 9mm crochet hook. Okay. Okay, really solid. I know what this is. These are carpet yarns. I'm holding 3 of them together to make this really solid. And it will become, I don't know if I can show you it without this little basket. Actually, do I want to give this another try? I'm not sure if I do. But at the same time, I'm thinking, I've got loads of this yarn. I got gifted it. It's a pain. Am I actually going to make it? Or am I going to frog it and bin the yarn? I am going to take the decision. I ain't going to work on this. It's so uncomfortable to work with. It's itchy and scratchy. I'm going to make the decision. Let's take patterns out. I mean, this is how bad it was that I actually found cotton gloves to wear when I was working on it. We're going to frog it. I think we should. Bin. Gone. Finished. Out my life. Woohoo! I've only got 11 projects. And that's before I do my 12 cast-ons, by the way. Just let's bear that in mind. This is a person who likes to have 4 projects or less. Yarn here. And when I was in Germany, obviously we were in a big city, Dusseldorf. I couldn't be in Germany in Dusseldorf without at least looking for some yarn. When I say looking, we did find that when I did the search, there was about 5 or 6 different shops that said sold yarn. Bear in mind, we didn't have any transport, so we were walking. And there was one shop in walking distance that had yarn. And they sold sock yarn. And they sold, it's not a brand I've seen in the UK. So we've got this one. It shows you how it comes out in these pink stripes. And then I agreed that I would get one for my friend, having made her walk to the yarn shop, and she chose the greens and blues. So these will be 2 pairs of socks. I would like to get these done this year because they are from our trip for Christmas. So I'm not saying they're in my 12 cast-ons because they're not, because I've not got space for them. But they probably will be done this year at some point when I need some simple socks. Get the socks done from our trip. And that's it. That is it. Finished. My sofa, I say it's empty, it's not, because I've got a couple of bits to sort out. And that blanket I'm going to change to a scarf and finish today. While I edit this, it will be done. Hold me to it. I will be telling you on the next video it's finished. So yeah, as I say, the German trip was amazing. Obviously, I was up at my mum's over Christmas. I'm going to talk more about that in my next video. So yeah, that's it. Go. Just wish you all the best for 2026, and I'll see you again very soon to talk through my 12 cast-ons for 2026. Bye!